Happy Friday, everybody. And happy birthday to whoever's birthday it may be. How's everybody doing today? On this June 30th, 2023. Goodness sakes. Good morning, Rickster. Good morning, Ed, JW, Mai, Dave. How you guys doing? Good morning, Muthu. Tommy, are we ready for a great day? It sure seems like it. Or seems like it's going to be a great day. Yeah, if you're in positions that are participating in the morning gap, congratulations, way to go. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So what I'd like to do is run through the indices really quick. We'll do that, and then if you guys have any charts you want to look at for today, let's do it that way today, change it up a little bit. So if whatever you want to type in there while I'm going through the indices, you can do that, okay? Hey, Jack, Twinkie, how are you guys doing? All right, so the SPY. What can you say here? That's bullish. This, by the way, for those that do not know, this is one of the best chart patterns I think there is. Say not in a tiny picture, and not a great big picture either. And I guess what I mean by that is, say tiny picture might be over here for the entry. The great big picture might be something like this. What I'm talking about is this picture, last maybe couple of weeks or something. And man, this chart pattern right here, that is a beautiful continuation pattern, named several names by, tricky names by a lot of people. We always call it a J hook because it looks like a J hook. I guess what we're saying is two things there. It could be the letter J or it could be a fish hook. So right there. Anyway, this is I think one of the best patterns anybody could get to know and be able to recognize, both in say this medium term, couple weeks, a month, and even over here on the hard right edge when you're putting in, trying to put in a buy order or something. It's just a fantastic chart pattern. So let's take a look at the diamonds. Diamonds are doing the exact same thing. A little bit more abrupt, if you ask me, but hey, that doesn't change anything from it. There we go. Now, I'll just stop right here for a second. So where's the target on this? When we have a J hook setting up, the first target, well, I shouldn't say the first target. I'm going to say the main target. There may be little minor targets along the way, depending on what the chart looks like over here, but the main target is that recent high. So we would consider this a swing. So if you're buying this in here or in here or in here, what you're trying to do is swing the chart up. That's just what it's doing. So that's like a swing. That's where we get swing trading, right there. Swing. And sometimes that swing goes higher. And that's what we're looking for to create that continuation pattern. Because what it's about is price moving up here, swinging higher, and then continuing the trend. And that would be the trend, just like that. Let's take a look at IWM. IWM is doing magnificent, and IWM could be a key player right now. Could really be a key player. IWM is approaching its swing target. So what it's going to have to do here is muscle up and get through that target. It does not have to muscle up today. It doesn't even have to muscle up for the next 10 days. So what could happen is we move up into this level, and maybe today it just kind of puts around up there. Maybe it breaks out. But at some point after this run and taking on this high in this area, we're likely to see a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a pullback. And that's what it's going to need to gain more energy to punch through there. So even if let me change colors now. Even if we punch through, watch for that pullback and that rest, and then the continuation. That's what the bulls are going to be looking for. You see that J hook in there? Both of those? See, let me change the color again. If we move up, doesn't matter whether you're here, there's that J hook, and change the color again. We can move up here, and there's the J hook, the continuation pattern. Anyway, IWM might hold the key to the future of the market, the near future of the market. So that's doing pretty good right now, got to tell you. Qs are hanging in there. They really are. And here's that continuation pattern again. And here is the first main target. Now, there may be little targets along the way. For instance, we're really going to have to get through the pre-market high of about 368 and a quarter, which also is about the high of this candle here and about the low of this dark cloud cover. So there's minor little targets along the way, but that's the main target that we're going to look for moving up. And then from there, if you're a bull, you want to see some continuation. Again, it doesn't have to be that very day. It can just walk sideways for a bit, rest until it breaks out. If you're a bear, you would like nothing more than to have maybe price come up there, make a double top, and then put in something like that, and then do something like that if you're a bear. So depends which side of the fence you're on. And I'm going to say unfortunately, because I think it's unfortunate that there are people that are, one, dedicated bulls, and one, people that are just dedicated bears. You don't give a rat's patoot what's out there in the market. By God, I'm going to be a bear. Okay. And there's people out there that really don't care what's out there in the market. You're going to be a bull. I might fall slightly in that one, okay? But I do follow the trend. I think no matter whether we're a bull or bear, just follow the trend. That's all. Let the bulls and bears take care of itself. If the market says bear, be a bear. If the market says bull, be a bull. All right, what did I miss here? Let's look at T2123. This is not real time. This is the close yesterday. So you can see the close yesterday. We're doing fantastic here. The 15-minute is looking great. The 60-minute on T2123 is doing fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. The market's firing. The market's working. That could almost be scary, couldn't it? All right, let's see. I think I saw, hey, Chuck, thank you for posting something out there, ABT. Look at ABT. So if you are, which I know Chuck is, if you're a bull and you see this going up and you see this continuing, well, that's what we have here is a continuation pattern. Why is that a continuation pattern? Because please, this weekend, this is Friday, by the way, happy 4th of July, in case I don't see anybody, so hope that happy, yeah, and be safe. My goodness, this weekend, be safe, all right? Be safe. There's crazies on the road. Okay, so if you are a bull, no, what I was going to say, please take some time this weekend and go look up at any chart you want. Go find a chart. Let me remove that, actually. Go find a chart that that when you look at the picture like this, you stand back and you want a big picture, and you see that chart has done this right here. It has gone from the lower left side of your chart and it's way up here. Now, we know that charts, they're not all going to be up here. They're going to have some corrections, right? We know that. And it may run like this, and then it may correct a little bit more than what you want. And I'm just saying correcting below some trend you put up there. If you can stand back and visually see that chart has just gone from the lower left corner to the top right corner of your chart, that's the chart you want to focus on. And then what you want to do is you want to look at that chart. I'm going to change the color to red now. You want to look at that chart that has those swings. They rest and they swing again. And they rest and they swing again. Rest and swing again. And you know what? Let's put a correction there. It corrects. Forget about it. When it comes back up here and it starts that swing again, that's when you want to look at it. And now what we want to do is we want to look for entries in those valleys. Now, there is nothing wrong at all with taking a trade on a breakout right there. So we, boom, break out. Nothing wrong with that. So the reason I'm showing you this is look at this chart. Isn't that doing just what we want? Let's get rid of that now. Let's put this up and let's draw a trend line. Now, that's the way most people probably draw a trend line. I don't do that, all right? I'm just a little different. So I trade with the red and green dots. So what I'm going to do is come over here and put it on my green dots because that's my trading trend. Now, I can't say whether or not Abbott is going to get to $116 up here in my lifetime. I don't know. I can't say it's going to get here before my next birthday. I don't know. But what I can do, what anybody can do, is simply follow the trend. And here we are. It's doing just what we wanted it to do. Up, back, right? That's what we want. We want that trend to start. And then here's what we really want after we're in it. And if you're thinking it's never going to come back, you're smoking dope. They're all going to come back. It happens every time. And up and up. And you know, it just might correct. And then when it comes back in its trend, actually it could even start a new trend down here like that. So anyway, Chuck, that was a long way to get to. I think that's a great looking chart. Look at that. Look at that. Now, for the person that's worried about all this over here, well, that's simple. You have to wait till it breaks out. It's not difficult, okay? All right, what else do we have here? Thanks again, Chuck, for kicking us off. Oh, good. That's not good morning. That's GM. But good morning anyway. Look at GM. Look, I tell no lies here. This is the way it works. So simple. Now, I'm going to use the Trendicator trend, which is nothing more than the 17 exponential moving average. You can use the 20, you can use the 30, you can use the 10, you can use a T-line if you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Like right here, that's called a T-line run. I could call that my trend run if I wanted to. And are we not making our continuation pattern? And I urge you, if you don't see that in charts, this weekend, take some time and go look for charts when the market is closed, because then you're not worried about any money you have, in a position or looking for a position to trade. You go look for that chart that overall in time has gone from the lower left corner of your chart to the top right corner. Now think about this chart right here, GM. Over time, if this continues to go, isn't it true that, say, these lows right here will be down here, right? These lows will be down here. And then, assuming that that trend runs, then will price be up here? Absolutely. And now you can look at this chart and say, you know what? Dang it. That was a buy at some point in here. Now, somewhere you're going to have your own little rules. We talk about it all the time. But everybody's a little different for their entry. A little different. That's okay. Look at that. Beautiful chart. Excellent chart. Excellent. I love that. Thanks, Twinkie. So target-wise, right now I've already got this one marked up a little bit. Target-wise, I'm looking for a swing up to about $40. And it should come no surprise. It moves up into resistance. Resistance is targets. Targets are resistance. The next target is going to be up here at this high, the next swing target. And then from there, we can, man, go big. I mean, look at all the little levels over here. Peaks and valleys, consolidation. Where price peaks, where price makes a valley, where price consolidates. That's always going to be a target area, and it's always going to be a consolidation area. Okay? Beautiful chart. Let's see, ACN. Thanks, everybody, for doing this today. Appreciate it. Look at ACN here. Now, ACN falls under a little different category for me. Nothing changes. The trend is still the trend. It still works. I'm going to start with ACN. I'm not sure I like what's going on right here. I'm not sure that I like that high right there. But you know what? I would like that high if it showed me some positive trading. So while ACN looks good, doing a great job right here, I've got to ask myself if I can find a better chart today. All right. Sorry, Muthu. And I'm not saying this chart can't rocket ship and move up. It can't. It just, maybe I'm not liking what this high is doing. I'm not liking what this dark cloud cover is doing. So all I need is price to show me it's got enough muscle to get through there. And really what I want, to get through there. I don't want, well, maybe you have enough muscle. I want you to get through there. And here's why. Too much risk up here to charts that's out there that look really, really good right now. Let's go to a weekly chart. If I look at that weekly chart and I wait till it proves its muscle, look at the upside potential here. So do I want to fight that right there? And by the way, the weekly chart is superb. Absolutely superb. You have a double top right here. Bottom line, above that line, we start to break out. ACN proves to me it's got the muscle, and that muscle now can lead us up to some higher numbers up there. Spot's one I was looking at this morning. I like Spot. Look at that. Ooh. Look at that beautiful chart. Look at this candle here. Right here. Boom. Nice big candle. Look at that consolidation in that candle. And now we start to break out. That's continuation right there. This is not a J-hook type chart pattern, but when you have charts that make ascending triangles, here, let me do this a little different. Ascending triangle. So let's put the top up here. Now let's, the bottom I'm going to do it with an arrow. We're going to put that arrow up there. That's an ascending triangle. An ascending triangle is bullish. That breakout, what's that telegraphing is continuation. Continuation. I hear from people all the time on ascending triangles. They don't understand it. And all they look at is, oh man, this is gonna short because the bulls can't get through. Are you kidding? These are determined. They keep going. They are determined to find a way, a crack in that ceiling up there. That is bullish, not bearish. So what we want, two choices, of course. You can, be a buyer inside here, wait for that breakout, or wait for the breakout and then make that trade. Nice. I was looking at this earlier this morning. Nancy likes some AI. I need to watch time. Whoops, I'm over time already. AI may be setting up, but I got to tell you, watch right there. 39.20. Here, we've got this candle that popped up, then gapped down. That was a total failure of this high. Absolute failure. It gained its composure. It moved back up. But the truth is, did it really break out? This was not what I would call a healthy breakout. Big old pullback. We need to prove it can move over. Great little price action right here, but it needs to break over here, okay? All right, folks, I've got to go in lieu of time. I will see everybody at the bottom of the hour. Let's have some fun today, okay? Take care. Thanks.